Welcome
Jay,
to the VIP section.
Jay, baby, y'all. Jay, 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 baby, y'all. Jay, Jay, baby, y'all. Jay, 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 Jay, baby, y'all. Jay, 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 baby, y'all. Jay, 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 baby, y'all. Jay, baby, y'all. Jay, 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 baby, y'all. Jay, 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 Jay, baby, y'all. Jay, 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 baby, y'all. Jay, 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 baby, y'all.
The vibes. Make sure you go like and subscribe to the channel if you like what's going on, if you like all the hip-hop and the sports news, and you like everything that Shay Baby's bringing to the table. Make sure you like and subscribe. You already know the vibes. What's good? What's good? Yes, sir. We are back. Friday. I ain't gonna lie. I was a little in my feelings. Friday. Sometimes it's just a little bit too much, man. Sometimes you just need a break, man. They had me all over the place, the internet, man. YouTube was acting up. Everything was just acting up Friday. So I had to take a day off. Shout out to everybody that still rock with me. You know, it is what it is. I'm in this. I'm a one-man bandstand. Let's get some Jadakiss in there.
What it is, baby. Kiss. Shout out to Shay Baby TV, the hottest shit on the internet. Giving flowers, showing love, no hate, no sucky shit.
Men, what's good? Anthony Capero, what's poppin'? I see Darius in the building. Yeah. Men, what's up, men? Matt B, what's poppin'? All right, I had to move the light over so I can see the comments. So we can see the comments. So we got a little Jay-Z, Drake talk today. We're gonna focus in on that. We're gonna try to limit the topics during the shows so we can just stay on one topic at a time. Today we're gonna be on Drake and we're gonna be on your man LeBron James. Oh, and little Jay-Z too. Yeah, 100%. A little bit of Jay-Z too. A little bit of Jay-Z. Let me see. Darius Turner in the building. I see him. He likes the bombs. We'll get that popping. Shout out to I Post Random Stuff. What's poppin', my boy? Everything's everything always.
Yeah, Shay, baby.
It is up. Let's get a little early morning drum roll. Why not, right? Roll everybody out early. Let's roll them out early. Gotta love the old school drums. Love it.
Shay,
Boom bapping for life. Yeah, cause you know what that smoking them in the blunt. All that's not for me. Yeah. That's not for me.
Shay, baby.
Yeah, I'm an old school boom bap dude. Yo, and shout out to everybody that was in the parks yesterday. I was out there, you know, Clash TV, they haven't assigned me to any parks yet to do interviews. But that doesn't mean I don't go out and pop out. It's no different than having, like, when you see the NBA players and you see the commentators and you seeing people, sometimes you just like to hang out. It ain't always about an interview. Music industry, that's it.
Shay, baby.
You know, that's all my pops had me doing, was playing basketball, and he was in the business, so I learned some of the industry talk too. You see the plaques. You know, shout out to everybody too, you know, saying, you know, still to this day, they saying sorry about your pops, seeing people in the, parks yesterday. Shout out to my man Joe McGurdy, 100% Mount Vernon's finest. You know, I had to say your cousins yesterday. Yo, this is the thing. Like, they be wanting me to sit front row. I be seeing all the celebrities. Shout out to Earn Your Leisure. Shout out to G Depp. I brought him out to yesterday to the parks in the hood yesterday. Shout out to Ferris World. You know, they say, yo, Shay, bring him through. G Depp came through. He performed at halftime and everything like that. It was a good look. You just make this money. Take this money. Ain't no way you take this from me. I got a little bit of the footage from it too. I'll play that in a second. But where I was going with this is that you know, they expect me to sit front row celebrity status. No, I like sitting with the hood. I'm in the cut always. If you see me on Ferris, you see me with the gangsters. That's a fact. Ain't nobody know all that fake celeb stuff. I like sitting with the gangsters. Yeah. You know what I mean? Even though the celebs sometimes they like to be comfortable, see the whole game. I ain't mad at them. You know, that's the way to go. You know, have your own seat. You ain't seeing niggas all around you. But me, I like to get saucy. I like to blend in because I'm doing what the hood is doing. And that's real. I'm being honest with you. Sitting front row for me sometimes is boring because everybody gets to see you smoking. I'm in the cut. You don't even see me. I'm not even watching the games. I'm getting saucy, chilling, relaxing. You know what I mean? I just like the environment.
Shit, baby.
Yeah. I just like the environment. Now, I had to tell my dudes, I said, yo, I'm from the town. It feel good sometimes to get a rollout, but sometimes it's all right. The hood embraces you. Sometimes that's the best. Yeah. You know, I'm walking through the crowd. Everybody stopping. Shay, baby, what's good? Taking pictures with the YNs. Everything is all love in the town. Love it.
Shit, baby.
And that's real. You know what I mean? 100%. All right. So let me get into a little bit of the smoke yesterday from out there in the parks. You know, I've been doing a couple blogging. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Global Currency. They dressed your boy up yesterday. You know, that's one thing, too, about media. They love me. They give me all the merch. You know, this is me chilling when I got home in the studio. Yeah. Shout out to Global Currency. 100%. Them boys keep a nigga flea out there. 100%. All right, so here was a little bit yesterday. Before we get into the show, just going to give you a little rundown of everything. This is me. Like I said, look, I'm in the hood. Yeah, it's about to go down. We up in White Plains, got my man Dobbs with me. You see Dobbs. Dobbs is in the cut. We outside. G Depp about to perform. Had to bring my man G Depp to the trenches. Had to bring G Depp to the trenches. That's a fact. So there you go. Now here go the game. The trenches. Look, the trenches. There go Depp right there. Look, it was lit out there. Yeah, shit, baby. Get him, Depp. Yes. Y'all make this money. Take this money. You know your man had to bring Depp out there. You know the vibes. Shout out to G Depp. It was lit, that shit. Hold on, and then we also did. That's why last week I wasn't on like that. I also went, got hired by my man at DigiWax and Rough Riders Drink. We had a concert for G Depp, so me and G Depp got to sit down. Outside with my man G Depp and Sizzy Bango. Listen, Depp. First of all, you guys went out there and destroyed it. I got the footage so people can see it, but it was crazy. You still got it, man. You still got it. I mean, it's like you never left. Whoa. You know, like the whole energy when you play the hits. It's like, you know, you still got one of the best records New York City's ever had, man.
Absolutely. We executive produced the project together.
100%. And I hear that you're also doing business with Adventures Music, right? With Dex and Irv Gotti.
Yeah.
I mean, Chris Gotti, right?
Chris Gotti, hell
Let me tell you, it's funny, but I have a deal with Chris with the Clash TV. I'm their sports commentator. I'm like the Stephen A.
Yeah. What's up, bro? What's up? It's my colleague right here. Yeah.
100%. So
label mates.
Yeah, but it's funny though because Chris, I never thought I would be doing that. Chris called me out of nowhere, just saw me on Instagram and YouTube. I said, yo, your energy, you could be a Stephen A. you're gonna be a sports commentator. I said, hey, let's do it. I'm doing well at it.
Hell
Good
yeah, I
people.
see you. I see you.
100%. That's a fact. So yes, me and G Depp was outside yesterday, but look, I try to tell y'all boys.
Yeah, it's about to go down.
Look, I'm sitting on the side. I'm in the
Got
trenches.
my man Dobbs with me. You see Dobbs. Dobbs is in the cut. We outside. G Depp about to perform. Had to bring my man G Depp to the trenches. Had to bring G Depp to the trenches.
That's a fact. You know what I mean? Shout out to Depp. Had a great time with him. All right, then I got to sit down with Ka Baby. You know, if you're from New York, y'all know who she is. You know, I got to sit down with her. That was lit.
We are outside with Ka Baby.
Yes, sir, Steve.
All right, we're gonna get right to it. This is for the reals. I need to know, what are the #1 spots in New York City to go to if you want to get lit right now?
Anywhere I'm at, anywhere you see Ka Baby going, that's where it's lit at, okay? Because I bring all the energy. I don't care if it's 1 people, 10 people, 100 people. Anywhere you see Ka Baby, it's a lit.
See, you like to eat? Okay, so if you know the guys on or the girls on Instagram, they have like the mukbang stuff.
Oh, yes.
Okay,
yes.
so if you had to do a mukbang, what food would you pick?
It's gonna be random. I'm gonna have some Spanish chicken because I love Spanish food. Some tostones.
I like that.
Hard tostones with the garlic sauce. Rice and beans. Not some crab legs with a side.
That's because I like watching those two, I ain't gonna lie. All right, last question. Last question. On a day when you walking down the street, hanging out, do you like to do designer sneakers or do you like to do like Jordans or Air Max and stuff like that? There you go. You know what it is.
Nobody got time for that. First of all, my designer sneakers are very heavy. So a day like today, my feet would have been sweating, my toes. I don't got time for that. I'm my own style. I don't need no.
That's a fact. She says she don't got time for that. Shout out to Ka Baby. She's from Queens, I believe. Yeah. She got she now let's talk about her for a minute. She got lit doing a lot of cover songs in New York during the Knicks. But she's been doing it before then, but what really got her lit is when the Knicks started making a run in the playoffs. She did a freestyle that went crazy in New York City. So shout out to her. Got to sit down with her. And I got to sit down also with Saigon. I'll drop some of that footage on the gram today. But I got to sit down with Saigon. And he talked about having a movie with Shaquille O'Neal right now. So he got a movie coming out with Shaquille O'Neal. If y'all know Saigon, he used to be back in the shows back in the days. I forgot on HBO what was the name of it. But he was on HBO years ago being a movie star. He was doing that run where he was an artist. They put him in the movies, and it made sense for him, so he stayed in the movie game. 100%. Shout out to Saigon. That was definitely litty. All right, so. Oh, it's so much went down over the weekend. Before we get there, women. Let me see what the people put. Let's send the lives out. Hit them like buttons, because it's about to get lit in here this morning. Women, we got to talk about this. It's getting crazy out here on the gram.
A lot of average dudes out here expecting this king treatment from us queens. A lot of guys out here, they are a 6 or 7 at best. And they feel like we're supposed, first of all, you're approaching a 10.
Have you ever seen a 10 who can't get a decent man? And here this is a woman who's in her late 50s who says she's a 10. Ladies, you gotta stop this. If she does not have a man right now who has already proposed to her as of today, for the rest of her life, she will be reserved for pit stops and older gentlemen who see her as a financial resource. Just facts. And it's not because she's ugly. It's because she played around too long with her.
It's not because she's ugly.
And the fact that you guys don't know this makes us look at you like something's wrong with you. This woman is balding in a major way. She's in her late 50s, and she doesn't know that she's on the half-off rack.
Fox was good.
Meaning, if you want a man who's younger, handsome, maybe has something going for himself, you're gonna have to be making his life easier. You're gonna have to be paying some bills, ladies. And what's keeping you single more than anything is the fact that you believe that what I just said is preposterous, even though it's your only way out. Right? A lot of you don't understand that you're having so many problems dating because you don't know your dating value. Here this woman is, a 4 or 5 on her most amazing day.
Wow.
Right? And it's amazing to me that you guys don't know how to shop for good. You do know how to shop for good deals and attack the clearance racks like nobody else's business when you're shopping for yourselves. But when it comes to you, you don't know when it's time for you to be on the clearance rack.
Over 27, time to sell. 30, 50% off. 35, clearance. 40, outlet. 50, Goodwill Salvation Army.
Ha! Yo!
Back to the streets with you.
Back to the streets with you. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. He's right. Ladies, come on now. Come on now. Let's talk about it. He's definitely right. He's right. Think about it. Think about it though. If you are 40, 50 years old, right? Let's talk about it. And you're expecting this ideal man that you think it is, that you all men are nasty work, right? It gotta be you. He's right. He's right. You know, when you listen to these women, because the women, these are the women that's, all right, let's start from here. You know when all the nasty work started with women? You know when women started going downhill? See, they blame Sukianas. They blame Sexy Reds. They blame the Lottos. They blame the Ice Spices. They blame, you know, all these female rappers, right? In the 2020s, right? No. They're not the ones to blame. This all started when that reality show work started, when you started seeing all these old thoughts having the expensive pocketbooks, you know, the Gucci on, you know what I mean? That a cougar thought is popping. This is when it all started. You know, ladies, ever since then, I gotta agree with this dude. It's been nasty work for y'all. Y'all expect a man to have millions of dollars, paying half your bills, right? That's why he's saying at that age, y'all are gonna be looked at as a financial to a nigga at 50 years old. That's it. Let's keep it real.
Shay baby.
Because you expected so much from a dude that you wind up with nothing. So now it's like, you know, you're 50 years old and, you know, you expect, like, when is it gonna stop? He's right. That dude be right when it comes down to the nasty work with women are acting these days. Now he's trying to put it on the black women. I'm not gonna put it on the black women because it's not just the black women. It's not. Because he's right. Let's go back to the video. Shorty that's running her mouth, she's whack. She got a lot of nerve for expecting so much to be so whack. Look at her.
A lot of average dudes out here expecting this king treatment from us queens. A lot of guys out here, they are a 6 or 7 at best. And they feel like we're...
I'll be damned I let her call me a 6 or 7. Ma, come on, Ma. Yeah. Come on, he's right. You are 4 or 5 on your best date. You are 4 or 5 on your bestie.
Shay baby.
All that wigs, weave, was garbage. That's what I'm saying. Y'all ladies is popping out, looking like Transformers. That's why niggas can't tell the difference these days. So a lot of niggas get caught out there with the Dwight Howard because y'all looking like the trends.
Shay baby.
Yeah. What happened to the natural woman popping out, looking good, having a good conversation with a man? 50 years old, trying to find out what a nigga do, nasty work. At 50, you supposed to be set. You shouldn't care what a nigga do. You should be looking for love at that point. You ain't married, don't got nothing going on at 50, but you trying to judge the next nigga? Nasty work.
Shay baby.
Yeah. Now, I can dig it, Mom. At 50, you don't want to waste your time. Yes, I agree. I don't want to waste no time at no 50. But yo, if I'm not married by 50, I'm not looking. I'm out here and trying to enjoy life. You know, you lucky if it keep working another 15, 20 after that. You on your way to your 60s and 70s. You think I care about a female at 50 years old trying to please a female at 50 years old if I'm not married by then? For real. If you went all them years without being married, what makes you think you want to get married for the last 10, 15 years of your life and be stressed out with a woman that's expecting a lot instead of just having a great relationship? Why? When they want to be thoughts anyway. They want to be thoughts. So you get married and they go back to being a thought. You know, ladies are like, it's at a thing right now. I don't think they want a man. They can have more fun without a man. You know, you have a man, you got to sit home, you see your girls. Because if you have a clique of 10 women, right? Maybe 2 of them are married. The other 8 are having fun. The other ones are home crying. Oh, I want to go on the girl trips. I want to go here. I want to go there. They want to do all these things. I'm just keeping it real. Shout out to Facebook. I see y'all rocking over there. Sean Gaines, what's good? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just being for real. You know, when like at 50 years old, you know, once they get to that age, I'm looking at it like this too. I don't think they want to be married. They just want to enjoy life, have fun. My man just said the other day, my boy, shout out to him, you know, he got a limo service. He got 2 married women jump in the limo to go home. They asking him to see what size is he? Can he pull it out? He's the driver. Can he pull it out? They in the backseat married with rings, asking the driver to pull it out. Asking the driver to pull it out. Shout out to Scotland, what's good? They asked the driver to pull it out. Married women, Caucasian white women. At that. Come on, fam. Come on, fam. Nah, I don't got no big chain, my dude. I'm in my 40s. I look walking around with these rapper chains. And plus, a lot of them niggas is walking around with fake ice. Like I said before on the gram, the smaller the chain, like Jay-Z and the bosses wear, you see the Nas don't wear small chains, the more expensive. You're paying for the diamonds. You're paying for the diamonds. Yeah. So yeah, I don't want you see them chains on Instagram and YouTube for $500. You could get the big medallion. You know, them shits look fake to me. I wish I would walk around with some big dookie chain on like I'm selling records.
Shit, baby.
Nigga, I'm behind YouTube. Don't you know when you got a big chain on, that shit is uncomfortable. On your neck, it's heavy shit on your neck. I want something I could go in the shower. I want something I could go jump in the water, in the pool. You know, this is something you could just wear all day long. And that's why I wanted the small chain, fam. I don't sell records. That's a fact. Christopher Young, what's good? Fox, I miss you, my boy. That's 100%. That's a fact, Hecko. Nah, but I'm not into that, my dude. I'm a very low-key dude, man. I just showed y'all. I don't want to sit front row at the basketball games. I'm in the cut with the hood. Yeah. Real niggas don't want to be seen. That's a fact. I'm the type of nigga, even back in the days, right? We go to the club, right? Get me a little table. I tell the nigga, yo, put me way even up in the corner. I got 3 chicks with me. Put me in the corner. Yeah, I want to get saucy. If I want to, you know, get a little crazy with a chick when I'm in the club, why I want to do it all out in the open. I want to be in the cut. Put me in the back, fam. Put me in the back. Put me in the dark. That's a fact. Put me in the dark. That's a fact. Put me in the cut. That's the type of nigga I am. I like to be in the cut, B. Word. Shout out to Nishi in the building. What's up, Nishi? Looking good this morning. She said smash that like button. Now they doing their thing early. Smash them likes though. But yeah, we got a good show today, man. Let's stay on the ladies first, though.
So he sucked your dick.
Hold on. Let me put y'all on with this. What's going on? So, homeboy got 20 years in jail, and he called his girl and said he let a dude give him head in jail. This is crazy. Listen to this.
So he sucked your dick.
I don't know, we just got a connection. Like, not even just on no sexual shit. That just was my dialogue shit.
So did he suck your dick? Cause I'm just really like, I can't wrap my mind around you fucking with no nigga.
Did he? Yeah.
Did you?
No, come on, bro. I'm on my mama. We ain't doing none of that. Ain't none of that going on. None of that. I'm a man, bro. Well, I be here telling niggas, all that slick, I'm the man. Ain't no nothing soft about me.
Oh, you put that big old dick on that boy Fred.
You want me to tell the truth or lie to you?
Tell the truth, bitch.
I mean, do I gotta say it? Like, I don't feel like I gotta say it.
Fred, you out of line. You gay.
I don't know, bro. Got my name put on some more shit. So.
Yeah, you gay, Fred.
I don't consider myself that.
Oh my kids, you gay. You just said you fucked the nigga.
I guess. I don't know.
Your mama know you gay?
Shit, I told my granny first, then I told Brittany, I told my mama last.
That shit got my stomach hurting. I'm embarrassed. Like, that's... I don't want to be a baby mama no more. I'm supposed to go up there on my kids. I'm not playing.
That's cool.
Do not go to TDC claiming me.
All it was expect, but look, at the end of the day, ask a nigga about me in this house.
I don't give a fuck. Well, your street credit, you killed the nigga turn gay. Like, you ain't got no holler for nothing. And I'll tell you right now, do not claim me when you go to TDC. I'm not playing with you.
Say what?
Don't claim me when you go to TDC. I'm not your baby mama.
That's cool, Jamisha. I ain't going no tricking on none of that. I'm good.
You out of there, friend.
I say, don't let bro be on that type of time. I'll be rocking out this
So
time,
he
bro.
took...
Okay, that's wild. Now listen. Yo, that's Mo, man. That's zesty. That's just zesty. You know, you go to jail, you let it, that's, come on, fam. And then you get on this is the thing. You call her up, she recording the convo. It's over for him. Her credibility done. Niggas don't want to have nothing to do with that man. That's a fact. And this is not the first time I'm hearing that on Instagram. There was another one that I had the other day that I was going to put up, but a dude was on YouTube and he was saying that if a dude give you head, that don't make you gay. That makes you zesty, fam. I don't care what nobody says. Yeah. A straight up zest monster. You let a dude give you head, you're zesty. You might as well return the favor. You on the same spectrum, my dude. And that's bottom line.
Shay Baby.
That's crazy to me. See, that's what jail do to turn, it turns niggas out, man. You need to go to jail, it's wild, man. That's why I can't respect niggas doing crimes, because sometimes, if your back is against the wall, oh man, I gotta get $1. Okay. But if you could go and you don't have to go down that route, why you want to go to jail? You have not. This is the only thing in jail is bad food, niggas beating you up, or you gotta beat niggas up, or you gonna be beaten off every single night, or you gonna turn zesty. You put yourself there. That is a lot of niggas in jail that they put there that has nothing to do with that. But keep it real. Rarely do they put niggas in jail that they not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just not taking a nigga that's straight up, walking a thin line and just throw the nigga in jail. They're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Let's be for real. Niggas put themselves in jail. Yeah. I can't agree with what fam is saying. Once you get top from a nigga, you zesty. And that's that. That dude right there, You know, he called the baby mother. She said, don't claim me. She said, I'm no longer your baby mother. That's it. Of course. What you expected to say? Okay, we support you. You know, you're in jail, giving head and getting head and all that, and this is your father. This is daddy. Yeah. That's foul. She put the nigga on the gram and all that. You know, he said he called his mom, he called his grandmother, he called his cousins, he called everybody and let them know that his new life is zestiness. That's zesty. You know, whew, it's bad business out here in 2025 going on 26, man. You know, the dots are dots, 50 years old, expecting they acting like 20-year-olds. Yeah. You know, going to Chris Brown concerts at 52 and you know, spending $1,500 on a twerk picture. That's nasty work even more. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's nasty work even more. You know, come on, fam. This is crazy. Unbelievable. Smash them like buttons too, because we rocking today. Damn, I feel bad for the BM though. Yeah. Grind hard was good. Do you think he's backdoor Gardner? He might be a backdoor Gardner, Christopher Young. Because you know, once you go that route, the next route is trying to, you know what? He's definitely going the other route. Somebody gonna say, hey, yeah, you know what? They gonna ask him to put it in. And he might do that, by the way. Yeah. He might do that. You know. That's real. That's real. See, the biggest fear for me going to jail was getting raped. That was the biggest fear for me. You know, someone taking my manhood from me and, you know, they're going to have to kill me after that. But, you know, to go to jail to turn that route is even nastier because it's like, you know, he probably had he's always had that on his mind, man, dude. That's real.
Shit, baby.
And you know what? He probably enjoyed it because, look, let me tell you, can't no one eat a coochie like another female. I'm going to tell you that now. Guys, if you think you eat coochie the best, don't think it when it comes down to a female. Don't let another female eat your girl's coochie. I'm going to tell you that now. You're out the game. You know why they know how to do it better? Because they know, you know, sometimes a girl be like, yeah, sometimes do this, do that when you eating a coochie because they, you know, men, we don't have a coochie. So how we know what, you know, it's like when we getting head from a girl, you tell her, you know, no teeth, or you tell her, you know, like, you know, you give her directions on how to, you know, get you off, right? Okay, that's because you have one. So you know what you're looking for, right? Okay. So another female eating another female out, of course they're going to do a better job than us. Of course. You know what I'm saying? Hasim, what's good, my boy? Sweet home Alabama's in the building. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say. Christopher, exactly. That's what we tell chicks. You know what I mean? Yes. So that's why I'm trying to say that. So homeboy in jail probably got him going crazy because he's a guy. That's probably the best time he probably ever had. He turned gay off it. Nasty work.
Yeah, shit, baby.
That dude turned him out, had him calling his family. That nigga in jail, he got the Kool-Aid smile. Then homeboy, see, this is what happened to a nigga like him now in jail. They say, yo, what happened to Duke? Why Duke is, they cut him up in his face in there. Because he caught the other dude giving another nigga top in the jail. They get open, they start cuffing them niggas in jail. Like that's their girl. They don't want doing it to nobody else. All of that. So that dude probably gonna get worked out in jail. He's on his way to he's about to destruct in there. That's a fact.
Yeah, shit, baby.
Grind hard, good looking. I respect that. But that's a fact though. And I'm telling you this. That nigga went to jail. They turned him out. He called his family and let them know he's Zest. Nastiest nigga in the game right now. Nastiest in the game. And that's a fact. All right, so Charleston White, he called up Rick Ross' baby mother and she got at him. This is crazy.
Hello? Who is this? Bite your... So what? Oh, dog face mutt. I don't care if you had 40 missed calls from me, you mutt. I don't want to hear you stuttering. You a stutter. You can't even get your words out straight. You stutter, mother huddle. You got dirt to call me back and you stuttering. You stutter, mother. You stop stuttering. You sound like you goggling by your throat. You know what? Shut up, you little stutter. You ain't can't even get your words out straight. Shut up. Oh, it sound like a cock trying to crank up, sucker. Sucker, you sound like a crank trying to... Oh, I don't want to hear none of that you got to say. You're drunk. Oh, go play with your tootie hole, buster. Get off my line, dust mite. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. You can't even talk straight. All you do is stutter. Shut up. Goodbye. I'm gone.
Damn. Shout out to her. And she had the flip phone like the back in the days. Clapped on them. I had to get me one of them phones. You know that it feel good when you clap on somebody with them phones, right? That's a fact. 100%. So, Charleston White. I can't lie. This is my guy right here. I like Charleston White, B. You know, he called her up on the spot. You know, he let her know about herself, B. He let her know about herself. But she cursed him out, of course. Now, you know, that's a good one. Charleston White and Tia Kemp. Them some loud mouths that's going to go all the way to the end. I would like to see them argue on a YouTube or Instagram Live. I'll pay for that. I'll pay for that for them two to be in an interview together.
Baby.
Now, this is the thing about Tia Kemp. She's nasty work. Imagine having a baby mother like that running her mouth. But she's not whack and she's not ugly. And she calmed the hell down. She's a cutie.
Baby.
100%. It's just her mouth. She get too crazy. Oh, they over there on Facebook, they're asking what's my thoughts on Jim Jones going at Pusha T. I like it. Yeah. Well, Jim Jones been at Pusha T's neck, though.
Baby.
This is not the first time. You know, me and Dice Bezos, we had a conversation about that. We could go back and talk about that, too. Because back in the days, this maybe like a year ago, Dice said, yo, they don't want to get him involved. Shout out to Dice Bezos. I like it. I like it. Yo, Jim Jones is not a laydown. Even though y'all say he's just trying to get in the reels, Jim Jones is not a laydown. You know, he's not going to just lay down and say, yeah, niggas is better than me. Niggas is got getting more money than me. Niggas is doing, what? Nigga from Harlem, my niggas. Yo, bring that smoke, Pusha.
Baby.
Bring that smoke, Pusha. I'm from New York. I'm running with Jim Jones, man. I'm running with Vamp Life, fam. That's a fact. You know, the only smoke that I don't want to see is D-Block versus The Set. Those is both my niggas. And you know what? I'm from the town. So, you know, as much as I fucks with Vamp Life and love them, it's kind of hard to have a tug of war with them. I'm from the town. I sit on the block with Kiss. I got a Jadakiss jersey up here. So, of course, I got to run with the D-Block and the Yonkers. That's home team. Shout out to T-Dogs. You know what I mean?
Baby.
Shout out to T-Dogs. 100%. So you know the Locks and D-Block is home team. So of course I don't want to see no smoke like that. But the Pusha T, Jim Jones, good hip hop smoke for the for the mid 2000s. 100%. That's good. I like it.
Baby.
I like it a lot. All right, we getting closer to the Drake and the LeBron. Let me see what else I got out there. Okay, let's get a little bit to Jay-Z and Nicki Minaj, and then we'll go into the Drake and the LeBron. All right, so T is back.
Young T, do you think that's Jay-Z's son requesting a DNA test? That boy look just like him. I don't motherfucking know. But hey, they say we got a twin somewhere in the world. We don't know. Did his mama ever have relations with Jay-Z? That's all I need to know.
That's a fact, Willie Williams.
Did his mama ever have a relation with Jigger, the digger?
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
So, look at homeboy's face. You know, he do look like Jovito right there. I'm not going to hold you. He does look like Jovito. But you heard what she said. We all of us in this chat, everybody on YouTube, everybody on Instagram, there's a nigga out there that looks like you. There's a nigga out there that looks like you. So, now the only thing, I do say this. The nigga's confident in taking that test to see if the paternity test, he's willing to do that. He's willing to do the DNA test to show that he is definitely Jay-Z's his dad. Now, if Jay-Z's his dad, what happens from there? Does Jay-Z have to give him a lot of money? Does he have to give him back pay? Because look, just imagine what the back pay of 18 years of the salary Jay-Z was making. Because the nigga's 31 now. So Jay-Z's been in the game probably 31. So he has to give him 18%, I think it is, of all the money he's had since he's been in the business. He's up to $1 billion right now. So that nigga goes home with like 318, I think, million. Or, 30, I think it's 30 million, I think that is, right? Something like that. And I got part of my math. But regardless what it is, that's good money. Yeah, baby. Now you gotta remember. So they break it down from months to the years for 18 years. So that's 3. So yeah, he goes home with at least close to $100 million. If the nigga is his father. I think he has to pay that back pay, right? Or does Jay-Z just say, you know what? I'm going to put you in position. I'm your son. I'm sorry. I'm your father. I'm sorry. I skeeted in your mom's. She was a one-night stand. I don't even remember her. I was probably drunk that night, one of the Diddy parties. Anything could be a reason that he didn't even know that the kid even existed. Now, the kid been saying this for years. Now, none of this stuff came out when Jay-Z was rocking, when he was him, with the dynasty signs and all of this. We saw none of this stuff. Or it was hidden. We don't know. But I do know that Jay-Z and the Venmo's posted in the blue at the bottom. You see it, Shay Baby TV. Send some donations in. Yeah. And smash them like buttons. Shay Baby. Or hit the super chat. Let's get to it. But yeah, Jay-Z, there was none of this back in the 90s that this guy was even around. For all we knew, Jay-Z had no kids. But that nigga do look like Jovito. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. That nigga looks like Jay-Z, son. Shay Baby. But the one that should be saying Jay-Z's his father, he ain't doing that. Y'all know the young Jay-Z nigga that be rapping with the big lips? He got the little thing on the back of his head, the little mullet thing. That nigga look like Jay-Z the most. He can say Jay-Z's his dad 1,000%, and Jay-Z's I ain't taking that test. That nigga looks like me on crack. That's what I would look like broke in Marcy Projects. Shit, baby. Grind hard, what's poppin'? Red Snow, what's goody? Hustle, what's poppin'? Yeah, I'm trying to tell y'all. That's a lot of work. Just like right now. He not going to say that Biggie is not his dad. Christopher Wallace, that's Biggie's son. But right now, he got a lawsuit out right now saying that he assisted Diddy with some nigga that was giving him head in the car. They forced him to give him head. More head action for men. Even Biggie's son is in on the action right now against Diddy. We just seen that. That came out on Friday or Saturday night. Christopher Wallace Jr. is saying that he assisted Diddy on giving another nigga head and jerking off on his dad merch. That's crazy. It's getting nasty out here. So you got niggas saying that niggas is their father 30 years later that look like him. That's... Imagine niggas saying, yo, Shay, this is your son. He's 20 years old. And he looks like me. My heart dropping to the floor. It ain't the money. It ain't the money. Grind hard, good looks, my dude. Appreciate you, my boy. Yeah, so he's like, I'm like, yo, it ain't the money. It ain't the money. And I know Jay-Z's thinking the same thing. They got a Billy. Jay-Z's up $1 billion. It's the fact that you didn't spend any of the time with something that you created. Me, I got 3 kids. Imagine, like, I'm heartbroken when I work so hard to do this. That's why I appreciate the money, grind hard. That it takes away time from me that I do with my kids. You know, even with them, they grow up so fast, fam. They grow up so fast. Just like all of us in here, our parents would never believe that we are where we are right now in the age and the time that we're in. They remember when we were babies. You know what I'm saying, niggas? You know, they say, yo, sorry about your dad. I remember when you was a baby coming to the house parties and doing all of this. It goes by so fast. I would never think that my pops was not going to be here with me. That's real. So this is what I'm saying. Imagine seeing a nigga that look just like you and it's your kid and you see none of this. It's hard to have a relationship after that. Because it's like, yo, I don't even know you. But if they can prove it that I'm the dad, I got it. You're never too late to improve on being a parent. I say this to y'all all the time. You know, I'm going to try to improve as much as I can until I'm in the grave. Because you know what? Whether I'm 70, 80, 50, 40, 60, 72, 100, whatever, you're still a parent. And you know what? I got a grandmother that stays in the crib with us. She has dementia. Ever since my pops passed, I have not been able to go to my house. I got a grandmother here with dementia. My mother is older. You understand? So this is what I'm trying to explain to y'all. That having a kid, like this nigga might take care of Jay-Z one day. You know, Blue Ivy and the other kids might have so much money they into driving Ferraris when Jay-Z and Beyonce get old, and this nigga's the one going to the nursing home bringing you food and everything. Shit, baby. Yeah. And that's real. Shout out to Kwatabi. Hope I'm saying the name right. Kwatami Towels, what's good? Red Snow, what's poppin'? That's a fact. The father of 4. I feel that, gang. 100%, my boy. You feel me, my boy? Yo, grind hard. It's this simple. OG, I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah. No, because, you know, when you do this type of work, I kind of feel like the voice is everything, you know? I can't really hear myself. I'm not one of these YouTube niggas that got the headphones on so I can hear all of that. I'm hoping the sound is good. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I appreciate you, OG. And you know what? Let me give you a compliment. You looking good in them sexy red lips. Shea baby. Yes. Ain't nothing like a chocolate joint with the red lipstick. You got it, girl. Yeah. You got it. You got it. But yeah, so these are real facts. You know, Jay-Z, for him to, you know, if he gets this test and they say that he is the father, that nigga is tight. You know what I mean? He's real tight. And you know what? For the sake of Jay-Z and his sanity, I'm hoping he's not the father, fam. I'm hoping he's not the father. No, you are. You definitely a sexy chocolate joint. Ain't nothing like a chocolate. Now I'm gonna tell you, OG. Let me tell you, I'm from the '90s. I'm born in the '80s, but I'm from the '90s. Outside in the '90s, so I'm gonna tell you, right? You know who changed the game for the chocolate women for me? It was Fox Boogie. It was Fox Boogie. Cause back in the '90s, you know, Michelle, if she was in there, she'll tell you this. In New York City, the women that were popping was light-skinned women and Spanish. Fox Boogie came in and changed the game. The chocolates started getting outside like, we love them. We love them. That's a fact. Just keeping it real. Just being honest. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We want to keep you around. Yeah. We want to keep you around. Because we are, you know, we got a thing in here with the ladies. We like the baddies. She said 80s baby, Foxy a dime. Foxy's definitely a dime. OD dime. What about Young Remy though? Young Remy was her too. But that's what I'm saying. Young Remy comes in off the Foxy vibes. You know what I mean? She comes in off the Foxy vibes. I'm going to say it was Monica. Yes, it was. And Brandy. Monica, Brandy, Fox Boogie. Yes, sir. 100%. That's what I'm saying. Me? Okay. I don't have a type. I like them more. I just like a JC, what's poppin'? I just like cuties. I like cuties. And I don't, all shapes and sizes too, you know. I don't want to say obese, but the bigger the bigger I can stand, the better for me. I ain't gonna lie. The bigger I can stand, the better for me. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. You know what I mean? It's just, ain't nothing like being in the bed and holding a thick woman. I'm not gonna hold you. You know, it's the best ever. You know, take up all that room, baby. That butt, get that butt in the air. Get that butt in the air. That's a fact. Baby. Yes. OG said I fuck with Remy. Okay, Remy's her. Of course. Yo, OG, you sounded like you from the town. You from New York? You from New York, boo? Yeah. Yes, brother Shay. 100% Kashim. Thick Mama's winning all day, Francis. Shout out to Francis. Let me roll him out. That's what I thought. Shout out to Francis. 100%. Yeah, so OG, we talking to you for a minute. We putting the spotlight on you. All the fellas get in the chat. All eyes on OG for the next minute or two. So where you from, OG? You from New York? Yeah. You from New York? I'm rolling that out for y'all. Fox, we got one, Fox. We rolling that out. We got to put it in the comments for a minute. Let me see when she pop up. Now I'm from the Southern Belle. Oh, yeah, so you definitely think. You eat nice, good fried chicken over there. Ribs. Yeah, you definitely a thick one. Baby. Yeah. OG is a thick chocolate joint. Let's roll her out now. Okay, OG. OG, you see the comments too. They agree with me. They say Big Dive say lies. She eating good. That's a fact. They loving it, OG. They agree with me. I'm happy with that. I rock with y'all for that. Because, I mean, a lot of guys I know, they, you know, I say, nah, she's too small, man. She's too small for me. And don't get me wrong, I like all sizes. Don't get me wrong, because sometimes you say, you know, look, I had a chick right here. Look, I went out the other night, you know, I don't know if I have it, but when I went out the other night with the red fox thing, I had a girl, she came up to me, she's like, Shay, I follow you on Instagram, I want to take a picture with you, right? She was a skinny joint. Let me see if I have it in here. No, I don't have it. But, yes, she was a smaller joint. And, yeah, she was like, yo, she want to take a pic with me. Took a pic with her. It was all love, you know. But, like I said, I like them thick, man. I'm sorry, I'm admitting to y'all. But, like I said, I don't have no preference. If a smaller girl has a good vibe, we could talk. Yeah. OG about to make it wet. Yeah, OG. OG definitely over there getting it. Oh, you mean she about to make it to the wet 4? Yeah. The big drip 3? Yeah, but you understand the big drip is hard to get down with the big drips. Because if you don't take 3 pair of panties to work with you in the morning, you can't be a big dripper. You can't. You know, those girls, they change their panties at breakfast time, lunchtime, all of that. You know, that's what the big drip is there for. You know what I'm saying? That's what the big drip does. So I don't know. If she takes a couple pair of panties to work, we could put her down. You know, OG, how many pair of panties you take to work? Let's start from there, OG. Let's start from there, OG. Yo, what's going on? Smash them like buttons, too. OG, here you go. What, 2 pair of panties to work? Let us know. If you do 2, we put you down with the big drips. Yeah. We're going to put you down with the big drips. You cute enough to be down with the big drips. 2 with the liner. Oh, she's in. She's in. She is in, Fox. Yeah. She's in. Let's roll her out. She's in the building, y'all. We putting her down with the big drippers. We have no choice. She brings 2 pair of panties to work with the liner. She's definitely in. She's all in. Shout out to OG. OG making them German. Yes. Yes, Charles. Shout out to Charles in the building. Charles, you know, to be down with the big drips, we already said this. You gotta really, you know, you can't go to work just with 1 pair of panties. She said she bring the liner too. She's down. 100%. So let's stay on topic though. Jovito, it's safe to say that we don't want him to be the father, but if he is, I hope Hov does the right thing. All right, Nicki Minaj, ladies, talking about big drip. Yeah, shake baby. Talking about big drips. Let's talk about Nicki for a minute. All right, so Nicki Minaj, if you've been living under a rock, then you don't know what's been going on. But Nicki's got a lot of smoke with Jay-Z right now. And I'm going to tell you, she ain't running from it. She been low ever since she popped out with it, but she is ready for all the smoke. I'm going to tell you that now. She's definitely ready. All right, so check out what she had going on, which was crazy to me. Wait, what's this? We'll go back to that. I think that's what we wanted to watch, but check this out.
See, I was just trying to get in them reels. I wasn't doing nothing wrong. I was just trying to get in them reels. But I told y'all, them barbs are nasty work. Jay-Z, you ain't got no choice. You gonna have to cancel her because these barbs are not gonna stop. Check out the barbs and all the Nicki Minaj fans. They are outside in clubs all over everywhere saying FJZ. They saying FJZ. Check it out. They going crazy out there, them barbs.
Fuck Jay-Z! Fuck Jay-Z! Fuck Jay-Z! Fuck Jay-Z! Fuck Jay-Z! Fuck Jay-Z! Fuck Jay-Z!
Yo, that's crazy, y'all. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm telling you, Jay-Z gonna have to take her out because the barbs is millions of barbs, billions. The barbs is the nastiest. Now, this is what's gonna be crazy. The barbs versus the beehives. The barbs versus the beehives is gonna get disgusting. Cause the beehives are nasty too. But the barbs, see the barbs got the zesty ones in there. Don't get me wrong, the beehives got a lot of zesties too. But the barbs are zestified. They are zestified. Yeah. Am I saying that word right? They zestified? They are zestified, the barbs. 100%. They are the zestiest, the barbs. Whoa, yo, I'm going to tell you, one time I went against the barbs. I never did it again. I shitted on Nicki Minaj one time on Instagram. I never did it again. They tried to cancel me. They tried to finish me. Baby. I never went against Nicki again after that. They dogged me in them comments on Instagram. I had 9,000 comments, and I couldn't read them. Yeah. They were disgusting. And you know what? I was looking at who was running their mouth. It was all zesty dudes. They was destroying me. They was killing me. That's why I said, you don't want to go against the barbs. That's like a no-no. Leave the barbs alone. Look at them. Look at this. This is crazy. Hold on, I'm trying to fast forward it. Here we go, look.
Clubs all over everywhere saying FJZ. They saying FJZ. Check it out. They going crazy out there, them barbs.
Fuck Jay-Z! Fuck Jay-Z! Fuck Jay-Z! Fuck Jay-Z! Fuck Jay-Z! Fuck Jay-Z! Fuck Jay-Z!
See, I was just trying to get in the real.
All right. You know, that's a little crazy if you ask me. What's next with the barbs? They gonna start burning Jay-Z pictures in the streets? She say Jay-Z owe her $200 million. She want that bag, man. I guess something about some contract. But Jay-Z says she never signed the contract. You know, so that's the reason why he don't owe her no money. I'm just saying, I don't see, you know, her acting like this for no reason. There's a reason she acting like this, my dudes. And that's real. Tootie, what up, my boy? That's a fact. 100% Tootie. Let's roll Tootie out. That's the family. Let's see what this is. All right. So, yeah, I would leave the barbs alone. See, Jay-Z hasn't said nothing yet. Jay-Z's not going to say nothing to none of these niggas. He's not. That's just not how Jay-Z is. He's not going to respond. You see Nas didn't respond to Jim. This is just how these niggas are. You know, Jay-Z's only going to respond to niggas like Nas, you know, shit like that. He's not going to respond to no 50. He's not going to respond to Diddy. He's not going to respond to none of them. But he will respond to Nas. He will. You know that. I guess him and Nas are like best of friends right now, too, I guess. You know, it's a lot. It's the industry, y'all. It's the industry. What do we expect? This is what happens when we deal with the industry. You know, you don't know what's real. You don't know what's fake. You know, you're asking me about the Jim Jones, Pusha T, smoke. You know, that's real smoke. You know, even though Jim is trying to get in the reels, it's still real smoke. You know what I'm saying? Smash some like buttons, too. I see y'all working over there. I see y'all working. Harlem Romeo, what's good, my boy? Yeah. I'm here for round two. I feel you, Christopher Young. But yeah, so, you know, I don't see Jay-Z, you know, coming out of his mouth ever towards Nicki Minaj. I just don't, man. You know, I don't think it's ever we're gonna hear nothing, but the barbs might bring him out. Because they running around saying, FJZ, what's next? I guarantee it's going to be something nasty this week. I'm guaranteeing it nastiness this week. What we said, shorty? OG? Zestified? Yes, the Zestifieds are going to come out this week. Yeah. That's a fact. All right, OVO Fox, this is for you. Let's get into this Drake and the LeBron smoke. Yeah. Let's get into this Drake and LeBron smoke. We got like another 20 minutes, half hour left. Let's get into this Drake and LeBron smoke. Now, Drake's not feeling LeBron at all. It's over. You know, and I got the proof. Look at him right here, out in them streets. He had a concert this weekend, right, Drake? And, yeah, he let it be known, like, I'm not feeling LeBron. Look.
I just swear that out. That's because I'm gone. I done know I'm gone. I go from 6 to 23, but now I'm gone. He just gone. Oh, that was crazy. Oh, shit.
Drake is outside. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Drake is outside. Now, is it like we said this last week? Fox, I agree. Drake is back. Yeah, baby. He's back, y'all. I know y'all don't want to hear that. I know y'all don't want to hear that, but the boy is back, B. The boy is back. You know, Drake, it didn't take much. It didn't take much. I knew a nigga like Kendrick Lamar couldn't finish Drake. I knew it. I just knew it, man. It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. That one song wasn't enough, B. You gotta remember, Drake survived a lot of L's. Pusha T L, Yeah, a lot of people say Drake won that battle, but the streets are saying that he lost to Pusha T. So he took an L from Pusha T, Kendrick. You know, he took a lot of L's and he's still standing. He's back right now with this record. That song is crack. Yeah. I don't know if he wrote it, but it sounds good. Drizzy the GOAT. Keep it real. I agree right now. Yeah. I agree, Fox. Yo, OG. I'm only saying this, OG, is because it's not that Drake is the realest nigga. We know he's not. You know, this is the grassy Drake. You know, we know that about Drake. But the songs that he puts out, these are records that people like us we don't mind listening to it for the summertime. I haven't played a Kendrick Lamar since. Kendrick Lamar's got no burn with me since. And that's real facts. They say he's extra whack. Iron Poppy, you can't have a 10+ year run like Drake and not be able to come back. That's a fact. Fox, why are you saying Drizzy the GOAT? Let's start from there because a lot of people saying he's not the GOAT, but he is because of the hits. The hits, year after year comebacks. Who thought he was going to come back like this? They haven't stopped playing the nigga song on the radio yet in New York. He's buzzing in New York, I ain't gonna lie to you. Houston, he's buzzing. LA, he's buzzing. Canada, he's buzzing. Now, the only thing I don't like, OVO, I can't stand by your man Drake right now, though. There's one thing I didn't like. When he said that the Canadians and the London people rap better than any nigga in America. From New York, from LA, Miami. He's saying that the London and Canadians are better than Americans. That's crazy. Yeah, baby. Was he trying to start a war with the countries now? What a nigga starting to start a war? Niggas like, yo, you know what? Them London niggas can't come over here now. They can't get, now you can't book a London nigga in New York. Now they can't come to the streets now, Drake. Because of you. They can't come to New York now. What happens when it gets like that? Or New York niggas can't go to London. Can't go to Canada no more. What's going to happen? We see what happened with Rick Ross. He went to Canada and they beat the shit out of him. They beat the shit out of Rick Ross and his security guard so bad, Rick Ross had to take them to Wingstops. He said, come on, you get anything y'all want to eat on me. On me. You know what I mean? Them niggas wanted Wingstops. They didn't want no caviar and fish and all that. Niggas took it later, they wanted Wingstops. And that's real. Drake's trying to start a war with the countries. That's nasty work. Now Drake, come to LeBron. LeBron and him is done. LeBron was even spotted this weekend at a Nas concert. LeBron was spotted at a Nas concert. He said, I'm done with you too, Drake. It's over. So you gotta remember, LeBron got more money than Drake. LeBron don't gotta be Drake's friend. What makes y'all think LeBron James needs to be Drake's friend? He don't need to. For what? You gotta remember, Drake is riding LeBron. LeBron's a groupie though. Don't get me wrong. We see LeBron going to the concerts. He looked like a fan at the Nas concert. He walked in the front. He gave Nas a pound. He was telling his wife, come on. He was looking like a little kid at a candy store at the concert. But you got to remember, LeBron is approaching 40. He know what Nas did for his life. Nas is a real artist. Nas is a real artist. But LeBron don't got to be these niggas' friends. He just likes the music. No different than me. If I see LeBron James in the street, I want a picture with LeBron, and I went, LeBron, oh my God, it's Bron. Not because I'm a fan that he got a big chain on, like niggas said earlier, talk about the big chains, or he got a rollie on, or he got $1 billion. No, I love basketball. If I could sit in the hood and watch basketball games in the hood, smoking weed, having liquor, don't you think I love the game? I don't gotta be out there, fam. Nobody paying me to be out in them streets. I just like it. That's all I know. My dad, I remember walking in Rucker Park and all with my cousin Damien Lopez and my father walking around as kids. My father always had me around the game. So that's kind of all I know. And best believe, that's why I love my pops so much. Like, I'm protected in these streets. You don't gotta be a gangster to be protected in these streets. Sometimes niggas just like the legacy and they protect you just of what your family's done for the game. So that's why I would take a picture with LeBron. Because I just got love for the game, my dudes. You know what I mean? So that's what it is with with LeBron, when y'all see him running around acting like a groupie with these rappers. He just like the rap game, you know what I mean? He's a big 6'9" nigga, pause, that probably be in the crib doing all types of dances and all of that. You know, Soldier Boying and everything. You don't feel me? You know, that's what LeBron's just a fan of the game. Just because he's a big-time basketball player doesn't mean he don't respect the game. Now, Drake was his man. Him and Drake was tight. But ever since Drake went on there and blew him up, tried to say he was piping other chicks with him when he come to the crib, you know, snitched on him with DJ Academics work, LeBron can't be his friend. You tried to ruin everything I have. If my wife leaves me and I gotta give her $500 million, she's up. Right now, you could tell that relationship is real because the wife don't gotta be there. She's gonna eat regardless. All her sons are rich, they gonna take care of her. Right now, she can leave LeBron and be straight, go live in a penthouse somewhere. All her bills is paid for the rest of her life. No, they have a great relationship. Why would you try to ruin that, Drizzy? That's a hating ass nigga. You know, Drake is approaching 40 and he's single. You know, Drake is want to be a thot for the rest of his life. You know what I'm saying? Drake is probably looking at it like, why should I get married? You know, these thotties out here, you know, they looking for the bag. You know, we just watched the chick, what she said earlier. Y'all saw what she said. They expecting a lot from men. Now Drake got everything. Drake has everything that these chicks is looking for. You know, but does Drake want to give it out? That's the question. I don't think so. I don't think so. You know, once you get to a certain point in your life financially, you know, these are stuff that you ask yourself. It's not easy for Drake to get a girl. It's not. It's easy for him to get a thot, and it's easy for him to get a chick that's looking for the bag. Now, it's not saying that Drake is not, you know, he's an ugly dude, because he's not. You know what I mean? Of course. It's just the simple fact that the type of lifestyle he has, come on, you saw what he did to do with homeboy mother, Bailey, mother, who plays in the NBA, went to UCLA. The mother was so bad, the nigga locked down the whole Los Angeles Dodgers baseball field to have dinner with her in the dugout. That's big pimping. So, once that hits the gram, how do you know, you can't meet a booger. You meeting the best of the best looking chicks. They just throwing it at Drake. They just throwing it at Drake. You know what I'm saying? So Drake, you know, for him, it's like, you know, why not just live the rest of his life as a thot? You know? And that's where Drake's at it. So that's why LeBron got mad. Just because you don't want a family, I do. Why would you try to ruin it? That's worse than the feds snatching you up and you telling them everything. That's the number one rule. You never, ever do that to married men. That was the lowest blow ever. Him and Academics, and then DJ Academics over there laughing like this shit is funny. You got a mansion, getting all these big deals from iHeartRadio, and no chick wants you. So of course you over there mad.
Yeah, baby.
My nigga Academics, if they gave me the iHeartRadio deals and I decided to be a thot, you had these chicks pulling Vivica Foxes over my fences, man. Yeah, that's a fact. You know what I mean? Because I know the Playboy Bunny Shay. I know the Playboy Bunny Shay. You know what I mean? So, of course, Academics over there thought this shit was funny and doing all of this with Drake. I would have told Drake, nah, you can't put that shit on my platform. Yeah. I'm sorry. I know you my dude, Drake. But I can't put that on there because, you know, I'm a family man. I got kids. I don't want no next man ruining, you know, because regardless if I want to be that type of nigga or not, sometimes, you know, you want to do low shit. You're not going to be out there like Diddy. Shit that's going on with Diddy, this is just embarrassing the family. So a real nigga, you don't want to embarrass the kids. You got kids running around in these streets. You know, you got family members running around. You still young in the game. You don't want them happen to be in the streets and people say, oh, your dad just had a threesome with, you know, a girl that went to, was in class with your daughter. You having threesomes with classmates of your kids? That's crazy work. Yeah, baby. They said the Drake gives him the beat your kids for no reason stepdad vibes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Drake do got a kid though. He got a seed. I give him that. He do got a seed. But it seems like after Drake had that seed, he said, you know, because I think he seeded up a porn star. That's what I think. I think the mother was a porn star. So Drake is like, you know, and that's nasty work too, Drake. You know, seeding up a porn star, fam. That's disgusting work. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even like shit like that. So of course Drake is not out to see people, you know, live a good lavish life. But so the reason I'm bringing this up is I think that's why LeBron is not rocking with him at all. He straight dry snitched on him. Let me see what Fox talking about. How y'all associate music with his man's personal life. Okay. No. You right, Fox. We can't take that from him. I'm just saying that this is why LeBron not rocking with him. We're not talking about him being the GOAT musically. We saying LeBron is not rocking with him because of the personal life that he did. He tried to finish him. He said him and LeBron was piping mad young joints in, I think, Bahamas. So I'm saying, Fox, that once a nigga get down like that, I can't rock with you neither. Now, Fox, let's ask you this. If a nigga is telling your shorty that you piping mad chicks on the side, you can smoke blunts with him, drink liquor with him, and stand on the block with this dude, let me know. We got to put ourselves in LeBron's shoes right now. Can y'all rock with Drizzy after he tried to finish your life? After we fight, yeah. Facts. That's what I'm saying, Fox. You got to punch him in the mouth for that. Now, if LeBron hit Drake in the mouth, he's going to get sued. Because LeBron knocking him out easy.
Shit, baby.
Easy. So this is the facts right now when it comes to Drake. Drake is back with the new single. He's buzzing in these streets. But these industry niggas and the ball players and all them, Drake is on an island by himself right now. I'm going to tell you that right now. Nobody's rocking with him. Niggas is going to Nas concerts. Niggas is booking Nas again just because they know niggas hate Drake. And they're going to show up to his concert. LeBron popped up at a Nas concert, man. Come on, man.
Shit, baby.
Come on, man. You know, this was LeBron 2 years ago. He was going to all Drake's concerts. He was going to all his shit, supporting him. The support is over now. He lost LeBron. Now, LeBron, like I said, he don't care about being niggas' friends. For what? Why would LeBron need to be niggas' friends with $1 billion, the number one sports dude in the world? Nobody's bigger than LeBron in the sports world. Nobody. Name one nigga that's bigger than. Back in the days, might have been Tiger Woods, like that, maybe Michael Jordan, you know. But right now, nobody's bigger than LeBron James. LeBron James is bigger than, Otani's, Otani's big in baseball. Otani's big. And you got to remember, Otani got Japan behind him. He's the biggest thing in Japan. But he's not bigger than LeBron James. LeBron James is him in the sports world. So for him to say the hell with Drake, you know, I agree with him. Why do we need Drake for? All right, let's see. I think I had some smoke too that we could watch. Let me see what this is.
Stefon Diggs had said this about Cardi B.
All right.
Cardi B's BBL does not stink.
Okay. Before we get out of here.
Cardi B's BBL does not stink.
This is right here. I don't know if y'all was here last week, but we was talking about Stefon Diggs and Cardi B. And still Stefon Diggs, he did admit that Cardi's BBL does not stink, and that's why he did not leave her for a stink smell. That's number one. So we can get that out the window. So, you know, I was only joking when I said that on Instagram, just for the people to say that. I'm just, a lot of things y'all got to understand about niggas on these social media sites. You know, they're saying a lot of things to get into reels and get into YouTube and keep people entertained. How do I know that her box stinks? How do I know that that butt smell like broccoli? I'm not smelling it. I'm just going by what niggas say. So they said her pussy in her box was stinking. He said that's not true. So this is what Shorty was saying. It's crazy.
And I can guarantee you that. And no, I've never met her and probably never will meet her. But I can guarantee you her BBL does not stink. And her body does not stink. Her feet, her breath, her ears, her nostrils, they don't stink. You know why? And you know how I can guarantee this? Because she has a sassy man that is upset because he won't allow her to play in her face anymore. She has a man that is upset that he cannot manipulate her love anymore. See, because he was never manipulating her. She was always on to him. But, you know, the love she had for him outweighed the ignorance. But what I can guarantee you is, baby, Cardi does not stink. Because if she did, that would have been the first thing out his mouth. And not only would have it been out his mouth, there would be audio recordings of him playing for us on social media and anywhere else to get some clicks or whatever, some views, because y'all know he gonna need it, because you know. But anyway, yeah, baby. I don't know if her and the boy broke up or not. Y'all know I don't be in these TikTok streets keeping up with that stuff. But I do know this, you know, when you around and you hear things and, you know, stuff starts to linger. If her BBL smelled any type of way, if her feet, her breath, her underarms, you name it, whatever it is, if it smells any type of way, Upset would have definitely put her on blast a long time ago. So therefore, I don't know what the problem is, but I know what the problem isn't. Cardi B does not stink, baby.
Cardi B's BBL smells like Flint, Michigan drinking water. Women with BBLs have the worst hygiene on planet Earth because somewhere along the way they've been convinced that having cake is enough, and it's really not. To make matters worse, we got all these IG baddies in Saudi Arabia getting the lavatory treatment. Some of the same ones y'all think are out here crushing it are going to Tijuana, and people are greeting them like, El baño, el baño. There have been countless accounts that these things, after the procedure, stank. Do you know how bad something has to smell for you to compare it to garbage? Close your eyes and picture a trash truck. Now picture the bottom of said trash truck. Now picture that juice getting put into somebody's tuchus. That's what Stefon
that's nasty
Diggs
work.
said he been dealing with Cardi B. That's what some of y'all are looking to create for yourselves out here. And it's so crazy because aesthetically, the BBL look isn't even what makes the most money.
Hey y'all, real quick, so I did the research to see if BBLs actually stink. So I looked at 3 doctors and they all basically said the same thing.
BBLs don't stink. What they did say is that there is a smell between 1 to 3 weeks of getting a BBL. There will be some kind of a smell, but after that, it does not stink. So everybody's saying that Cardi B BBL stink and that he said that. I doubt that that's the case. Now, what they did say was hygiene could be the fact. They did say that people that tend to get BBLs, it becomes harder to, get down there in that area properly. So it could be more so of a hygiene issue, not the fact that the BBL stinks. If it stinks after 3 weeks, more than likely, if it is the BBL, it's either infected or it's an open wound.
Told you so, but I did a video on Miss Cardi B and Stefon Diggs, and everyone was like, oh, she's having fun, let her be, she's being herself. And you know what? I did just that, and what happens? What happened? Stefon Diggs comes forward and says, baby, that BBL stinks. She removes him off of her Instagram, and she gets embarrassed, mammy, because he says that her BBL is unbearable. He can't take the smell anymore. He can't handle it. So after the castle, she got canceled. And Cardi B, I have some questions for you. Why can't you just seal the deal? What's going on? Do we need to remove some of the BBL? What's going on, baby? I don't know. Maybe we should just focus on the music. We're gonna pick. You're gonna use this, and you're gonna get back in the studio. You're gonna drop a tape, and I need it to hit because what do you mean? In the video that I put up, I said what was the plot, and this was the plot. I'm on a.
This dude is a goofy.
Okay, throw me in the studio.
Now, I know you guys are probably wondering, how did Stefon Diggs decide to shut down this rumor? Well, he decided to get in the comment section of a blog that posted this rumor, and he said cap. So he's letting it be known that rumor is completely cap, which we know cap means it's untrue, it's false. That is a lie. Now, honestly, guys, this rumor was utterly disturbing, but also it was just crazy, okay? Obviously, it's not true. Stefon Diggs decided to shut it down, but I think it's pretty crazy how many people actually wanted to believe this rumor. Like, y'all, people was out here spreading this rumor like it was the truth.
Crazy. So, I agree. I don't think that shit was funky. She got too much bread, man, and she's a little sassiness that you see Cardi. I mean, she is from Fordham. Baby love, no offense. But, listen to people speaking on a millionaire's body is crazy. BBL only smells if it's decay. Yes, OG, I agree. I don't think she's funky. I think she's all right. I just think that, she dealt with Stefon Diggs. He's a thotty.
Yeah, shake baby.
But OG, we know you got the real cake. Brian Clifton, what's good? I don't know how much money someone has. Stank is stank. Yeah, if it's stank, it's stank. Right? Yeah, she needs to throw that album in September so far. Yes, I know it is far away. She should put it out now. I agree. Now, one last thing before we get out of here, y'all. Shout out to OG, too. OG, we happy to have you on the team, OG. OG, you can't be messy if you can't fight. That's a fact, Francis. All right, so last thing before we get out of here. I saw some guy in the chat. He jumped in here and he said something that's true. Drake had a tattoo on his arm of LeBron. He covered his face up with, I think, the Gilchrist dude from the Thunder. How you keep putting niggas' faces on your body? I just want to know. I can't put another man's face on my body. I'm sorry. I will not do that.
Yeah, shake baby.
Why does Drake keep doing this? Please, somebody tell me. Yeah. Somebody please explain this to me. Drake, you need to answer this for us, man. We need to know how you keep putting grown men on your body, fam. That's nasty work.
Yeah, shake baby.
I don't know. He took that L for sure. You feel me, right, Fox? Like, why is he doing this? He's zestified. Yes, that's our word in here. Niggas can't use that. Zestified is all us in here, y'all. That's only our word. They straight zestified. 100%. Yeah. How would y'all look every day if y'all see me? Like, I'm on here and I'm talking to y'all. I had Jadakiss face on my hand. I'm just like. Shout out to Kiss. Come on, man. Kiss is my nigga, but I would never do that. Yeah, baby. Never doing that. Oh, OG saying she caked up. OG, you know the email is shaybabytv@gmail. You know, we will, if you send a picture in of your body, you're caked up, we will put you on the show. I ain't gonna lie to you. We do that with the big drips. The big drips send us pictures all the time. Yeah, baby. Grown men on your body, big paws. Francis, that's the biggest paws ever. Ever. OG, we already know you caked up. God damn, OG. 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 Yeah, y'all, OG's one of them in here. I just fuck with the music. Okay, so Fox said he just likes the music. He's not down with Shay said flying your ass out. Ha! Yeah. No, I don't do that. No, Doug Coop. I don't do that. You know what? Ever since the Diddy case, you know, it can't be done, man. No more flying out, man. No flying out. None of that. Baby. You go to jail for that. But yes, OG, you know, sexy chocolate and thick is definitely on the menu. Yeah. 100%. Shit, baby. Doc Coop said fly out. He put the straight cap. He put the umbrella up. Yeah. Shit, baby. She's definitely a big dripper. She said she bring two pair of panties to work and the liner. We know she's definitely thick. We love it, OG. We love it. That's a fact. So, Drake, please put one day just get in them comments and say why you keep putting grown men on your body, man. Please let us know, man. Because we do want to know this as fans, man. Why the hell do you have to have another man's face on your body? That's a fact. Yeah, baby. I don't think we covered everything, man. It's a good show today. We rocked out. Got some new members. That's good. Always good with that. Oh, yeah, look. One last thing. They was giving out money in the park. You know, I had to cover it.
Hey, yesterday, we experienced something real crazy yesterday up in Ball in Harlem. 4 teams, 8 racks, game up to 40. Watched everything on the Clash TV app. You know, you see the download the app too. I put it at the bottom for y'all too. You know, download the app. You know, the games is crazy. Shout out to Clash TV. We are back. But what was crazy is what I wanted to talk about was, you know, the way they gave out $8,000 yesterday. They put down the mean court. You know, everything was sexy out there yesterday, man. You know, sorry I couldn't be out there yesterday. I will be out on the scene real soon, just so everybody know. You know, get some of these interviews going. I'm gonna be outside real soon, rocking with y'all. But I'm watching everything, man. You know, we had a great game yesterday. You know, you had your man Ra. Ra, you know, he like he said in the CPL, he's one of them dudes, man. You know, to go out there, 4 teams, sort of like March Madness, one and done for the 8 racks. Ra come home with the goal, crazy. You know, they had my man Shabby out there. You know, they had Mason Jr. was out there. They had, Doug was out there. They had all the killers out there. I seen Rome out there. You know, I seen Joe Clark. I seen all the killers was out there yesterday playing for that bread. And, you know, to see them take home the bread on Ra, you know, it symbolized Ra's really, you know, one of them dudes out there for sure, and probably in history. You know, he's been doing this a long time, and I've only seen Ra get to the chip, to the playoffs, or win it. I've never seen nothing less from Ra. So I gotta say, shout out to Ra for winning the 8 racks, and shout out to his crew for taking it home, man. That's a fact, man. Your boy Shay Baby's gonna be outside real soon, and we're gonna start knocking out these interviews and get to it, man. Shout out to Ra and shout out to the Queen balling up in Harlem. I saw it all yesterday on Clash TV. Dex, I see you outside, my dude.
That's a fact. So I love covering the basketball games. Yo, I'm going to start going live sometimes too. Today I'm going to be out there in Dykeman today. I'm going to go out there and do some interviews with Clash TV. So I'll be out in Dykeman today. And then I'll just be running around all week, man, doing my thing, man. The most important is doing what you love. And shout out to the people that donated money to the platform. Oh, I got the merch coming soon too, man. I got the merch coming soon. Oh, check this out. Hold on. I gotta shout out my man No Game. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, so yesterday I go out in the park, right? This is what I love about media. They like, you see I got on merch today too. Shout out to my man Maui. You know, they love that, you know, when you're on the media, they give you clothes. So yesterday they gave me a big bag of stuff. Check it out. I got sweatsuits for my man No Game. For my man No Game, he gave me sweatsuits. That sweatsuit is fire. Look, I got the pants. With the wide bottoms is a must. You know, that's a good sweatsuit right there. You know. Let's see what else is in the grab bag. It's my first time opening it from yesterday. I just came home and went to sleep yesterday. Oh, look. T-shirts. More T-shirts. Fire. More T-shirts. Oh, they took care of your man yesterday. And they gave me the socks. That's love when they throw the socks in there too, because you know, you gotta have the whole set on. That's a fact. So they always taking care of your man, and yo, I'm not, that hoodie is sweat is hot. Yo, I'm trying to tell you the hoodie is crazy, Fox. Crack. Look, this is mean. I can't wear this to the winter, but that's fine. The winter's right around the corner. You know what I mean? I got a nice fit. So we'll throw on some of that today out in Dykeman. Give my man some promo. We gonna rock out with that today. That's our look for today. That's a fact. All right, y'all. So keep your eyes on the reels. The reels is gonna break down everything. You know, get some reels out there. Jump in them comments. Let me know that you guys are out there. I do reply back to y'all all the time. So if you see me out in the reels on Facebook, Instagram, you know, even if you got me on Instagram, I got so many people on Instagram. I think I got like 190K on Instagram. Shout out to Instagram. Facebook, I got like 95,000, something like that, 100,000, something like that. You know, let me know it's y'all. I don't know exactly who's everybody on there. Get in them comments. DM me too. I do answer the DMs. That's a fact. I just don't answer the thotties DMs. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't talk to women on Instagram. And I'm not trying to be incognito. I'm telling y'all the truth. Because I know they're all nasty working games. You know, I'm not flying you nowhere. I'm not sending you no money. I'm not doing none of that. So I don't even want to have these conversations. You know what I mean? But if you OG, you want to jump in the DM and say, hey, I do exist. I'm not a troller. You're part of the family. That's a fact. Yeah. Shout out to Niche too.
What it is, man.
Shout out to Niche, 100%. Niche is in here, but Niche in the morning now. Hold on. Damn. My trigger button was acting funny just now. Niche is in there in the show, but she works during the morning, so, you know, she's in and out. Yeah, I saw her earlier, so shout out to Niche, 100%. Them thotties might ask for Clash tickets. I know, but that's the thing. Clash tickets ain't until September when the league starts. You know, right now, this is summertime action. If they want to see the kid, they could just walk out to the park for free. You know, they don't charge niggas to get in the park. You know what I mean? But I will be out there today. That's a fact. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Great morning. Thank you for pulling up. It's always love. And thank you, man. I appreciate y'all a lot, man. I'll see y'all, I guess, maybe tomorrow. But we're definitely on for Wednesday. All right? I'm going to stick to the schedule this week. Now, after the summertime, we're on every day, Monday through Fridays. It's just in the summertime, I'm real busy running around. I got other obligations. So we'll be on Monday through Fridays and September. All right? Love y'all. I'll see y'all on Wednesday for sure. Maybe tomorrow if I got some time. But y'all will see. I'll just sign on and y'all just come in and hang out. Y'all know the vibes. I'll see y'all later.
Welcome to the VIP section.
Jay Baby, y'all. Jay Baby, y'all. Jay baby, y'all. J 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 baby, y'all.
The vibes. Make sure you go like and subscribe to the channel if you like what's going on, if you like all the hip-hop and the sports news, and you like everything that Shay Baby's bringing to the table. Make sure you like and subscribe. You already know the vibes.